to make a really quiet and flat record, how do I explain? There's so many processes in making a record, and every process could lead to a problem. So quality control is critical, knowledge, and working with a team of people that you trust is crucial. And something as simple as a broken groove, or even, if you were pressing and the temperature, the weather was a bad day, it can even affect the outcome of the record, of that press. So, without going to great detail, and I am no press expert, it's not just my label, but every label out there who's making a record, when they do a great job and it's this quiet and this flat, customers should know that that comes with a lot of love and a lot of attention to detail. Because I got to work with Patricia and her team on this album, I was very fortunate to be able to use the original analog mixed down working master. So the source was wonderful to start with. Do you want to go on to Saturday night? My safety blanket. I was completely thrilled that Al agreed to be our brand ambassador this year. And it was such a successful visit, and it was so amazing for him to see what we do. He's a musician, he appreciates fine sound, but he's never really seen what we do and the level of passion or even the systems we have. So this was an eye-opening experience for him and his wife Stephanie, and also gave him an insight of what I do and why I fight with him all the time about things. Now it makes sense. Saturday night in San Francisco is truly a project of love and a labor of love for me. One of the hardest projects I've worked on, and something that I've spent almost 3 years to bring this project to fruition. I first came to appreciate Al when I heard the album Elegant Gypsy, but it wasn't until 1994 when I started working at Cisco that I heard Friday Night in San Francisco. And it was so mind-blowing that when I started Impex Record, I decided I want to reissue Friday Night under my own label. The 33 and the 45 did so well that it led to the opportunity for me to work with Sony Music and Al Di Meola personally to release the lost tapes of Saturday Night. So we started the journey about 3 years ago, and the album was released July 1st of 2022. Year Music released the EU version, and Impex Record released the US Asian version. The Saturday Night San Francisco, Al had the 16-track master in his basement home. When we got the tapes was questionable. It had water damage, it had mold, it hadn't been played in 40 plus years. And Al took the tapes, he had it baked, mixed, and he sent me the new mix. Though I liked it, I felt like there was something missing, and it wasn't cohesive enough to Friday Night. So after a lot of heated debate and discussion, I took his tapes and we went to Skywalker in Marin County up in Northern California. The world famous Skywalker Studio is known for restoration, so they carefully rebaked and did a meticulous transfer. The transfer was done by Dan Thompson and Ulrika Schwartz, who's also Patricia's Barber's engineer. We didn't want any digital fingerprint on this album at the beginning. I was really adamant to stay all analog. But we looked at the tapes, we looked at the situation, and we felt, we might have 1 or 2 shots, and we don't know what would happen. And I didn't think the tape could survive multiple transfers. So we made the decision of transferring to, I think, 386, 32, 386. From there, we created a new mix, same edits, new mix, and we worked with Roy Hendrickson in New York, and it was mastered by Bernie Grunman. The end result is spectacular, it's cohesive, and now you can hear the whole concert. Well, as much as the whole concert you can hear, because we had to edit quite a bit of the evening down to fit on a single LP. So, you wanna give it?
Yeah.
So you'll hear, side one, track 1 and 2, and this was pressed at RTI, and this is a 33.